Hey guys, Doug McIntyre alongside Nashville SC captain and U.S. men's national team defender Walker Zimmerman. Walker, you're coming off a big comeback win midweek against the hottest team in the league going into the match, CF Montreal. How important was it to get that win considering the loss last week against Houston?
It was very important. We weren't exactly thrilled with our performance away to Houston, and so we knew we needed to get some momentum back, and Geodis Park is the perfect place to do that. So fans were great on a midweek. They really came out and supported us very well, and had a good start. We got up 1-0 and obviously got the second goal there, and then we're able to hold off in the end. And you're right, they're a very hot team. They're a team that's informed, so it's a really good result for us.
You guys have been amazing at home. It's your 23rd straight match unbeaten. Doesn't seem to matter where you play, whether it was in Nissan Stadium or Geodis Park, beautiful new stadium there in Nashville. Why do you think you guys have been so good playing in front of your own fans?
I think the fans are obviously very important. I think that we play a little differently at home. I know a lot of teams do, but there's just a confidence there that is definitely accumulated, and it's probably because of the run of games that we've gone unbeaten. We go in every single game thinking, no team's going to come in here and change that. So we know they're trying to. We know that they're always up for it, but there's just a growing confidence in the group, especially at home.
Big match against Atlanta this weekend. A lot of eyeballs on that game. Two relatively new clubs, but there's a rivalry there already. You can tell, not too far apart. You're from Georgia, so really good guy to ask the question. How has this developed into a real rivalry so quickly?
I think it's the nature of the games. Obviously they came up on our very first match in MLS and got the win, and they beat us 2-1. And pretty much every game since that has been very close. It's very rare that a team will win by more than one goal, a lot of ties. And so I think just the games themselves have created the rivalry. And obviously the fan support, both when we play in Atlanta and when they play here, the away teams show up. And so that obviously adds a lot to a rivalry. And the Open Cup a few weeks ago certainly is another piece that is added to that history.
You guys are one of the most successful expansion teams in MLS history. I think it's fair to say you've been consistent since the first match in 2020. You've made the playoffs. But I feel like people don't talk about Nashville SC the way they might Atlanta United or even LAFC, your former club. How much do you sense that? I mean, do you think it's true? And if so, do you guys use it as motivation at all?
I think it's true, but I also think it's deserved. We haven't won silverware yet, and those teams have, and that's what it comes down to. So that's obviously our goal coming into this season. We knew that we started off with two really good years as an expansion team, but this is year 3. We can't rely on, we're still an expansion team. This is year 3. We're very much established in this league, and so now it's all about silverware, and that's what's going to change that narrative a little bit.
Switching to the men's national team, 4 important games coming up next month. To prepare for the World Cup. Only 2 more opportunities for you guys to do that. Some bad news a couple weeks ago. Your center back partner, Miles Robinson, goes down. He's in a race to get back for the World Cup later this year. For you, you're more than likely going to have a new center back partner in these games. We'll see if Chris Richards can get back. But how do you build chemistry with someone? I mean, what deliberate steps can you take to sort of very quickly get on the same page with whoever that partner is going to be?
It's such an important position to have chemistry, and the communication and the reading of how they play is extremely important because you are that last line of defense, and so much of that position is organization. And so, I've played with Chris Richards before. I played with Aaron Long. We had a run of games together, Gold Cup 2019, and a few other friendlies. So definitely have some experience there, but it's been a while. We haven't played a lot of games together, and so we're going to have to use these trainings, use these games to get on the same page and really work on that chemistry. And thankfully, they're great guys, which makes it even easier to have those extra conversations, that extra dialogue. But we're all up for it. We're up for that challenge, and again, we're excited to get going here in June again. It feels like it's been quite a long time, even though it's only been a few months.
Yeah, and the national team, the men's national team and the women's national team in the news yesterday, a landmark agreement, equal pay negotiated in the CBAs for both the men's and women's national team. You were heavily involved in the process, Walker. How much can you take us behind the scenes and explain, how it happened?
Definitely a lot of hard work from everyone involved. I mean, the men's team, obviously, the women's team, and the federation. And there are tons of ups and downs that we've talked about in the media over the past couple of days, but ultimately it came down to guys getting together in a room for the men's team and saying, this is what it's going to take. And this is something that's never been done. Let's do this. We need to be on board with this. And so we, along with the women, created this CBA, and the Fed is obviously a big part of that as well, getting everyone to the same table. But we're really proud. We're really excited. It's a really big step for U.S. soccer, for women's sports in general. Yeah. And so we're really excited that we are the first country to have a truly equal agreement in place.
It almost seems like over the years there's been a rivalry between the men's national team and the women's national team. How much do you feel that this, you have incentive to root for each other beyond just wearing the crest now? How much of a more healthy relationship do you think the teams will have going forward?
Well, it's funny because I think, even talking with some of the women's players recently, it seems like it was blown out of proportion, this whole rivalry. Sure, it was a little awkward, but we didn't have much interaction. So I don't know that there was ever hostility. We're always rooting while watching each other play, but there really wasn't a lot of interaction and personal relationship. And I think that's where the disconnect might have taken place. Now, we've worked together, we've collaborated, we've fought for each other, and to have that as the foundation moving forward is really important. And so hopefully, more interaction, more personal relationships and friendships can develop as a result of this. And that we're really excited for that part.
Certainly some great news for U.S. soccer. It's Nashville SC hosting Atlanta United Saturday, 7:30 on Fox. Walker, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.